All right, so Marco, you had posted this link to this question here, so I'm going to just hand this one over to you.
Yeah, this question always comes up, and I just wanted to answer it. It's a new person. I understand that you guys also come in from other groups where they're still using these metrics. And he says that he's trying to rank for national keywords while ordering multiple syndication networks as well as drive stacks plus gsite be good enough to give me decent trust flow and domain authority. Or will I have to use other link building tactics? Here's the deal on why I wanted to answer this. I can't tell you whether it's going to give you trust flow and domain authority, nor do I care whether it gives me trust flow and domain authority, because I can push what I call art and the art of art, which is activity, relevance, trust, and authority, into my stream, as you just saw in DC Plumber. And people are doing this nationally with affiliates, with all kinds of different projects. And we're doing this also with what Bradley is now teaching and what he's in. We're going to push a national brand into this and take that guy on that's dominating the space. Now, my point in answering this is I don't care. Trust flow is a majestic metric. Domain authority is a Moz metric. Domain rank, I think it is an Ahrefs. None of them know. Okay, we know there's over 200 ranking factors. We don't know how they're weighted. We don't know how much importance Google gives to each one, so that the final piece of the puzzle is your ranking score. It's the ranking score algorithm. It's the ranking score patent. That's what you're after. That's the holy grail. Nobody can approximate that because nobody knows the weight that each one has. What we can do is push, as I call it, the art of art. And yes, I'm taking from Sun Tzu and the Art of War, of course, but activity, relevance, trust, and authority, so that I become so trusted and so authoritative in the niche that RankBrain is forced to find a place for me in the rankings. That's how we do it. That's the way that we do SEO. It's not the only way, but it's one of the correct ways to push away, to kind of beat people up and move them out of the way in the rankings. To me, it's the only way. It's either that or compete with the $1 million companies. And unless you have $1 million pockets, you can forget it. You can go and do it that way, look for $1 million pockets, or do it our way, which is pushing the art of art. So I hope that answers your question fully. And if it doesn't, please come back to the Facebook group and we can go further into this, because I find this really interesting. And we try to push people away from third-party metrics that are simply selling their metric. And it doesn't really apply in most, it has to be really high in order for it to make a difference in these highly competitive spaces.
Yeah. Remember how we had some case studies of manipulating, I should say, domain authority, like big time, with thousands of subdomains. And trust flow also was easily manipulated. It didn't correlate though to the the traffic or the visitors that those websites have, because so for instance, the traffic and the domain authority school of thought comes from buying PBNs, right? And if that was the case, then you would be buying websites with a lot of traffic, but usually you wouldn't, right? You will buy a domain just because of their metrics, which is fine, right? It's a school of thought, but we were able to manipulate. We took, I don't know, domain authority up to 90, or trust flow up to 70 and 80, using like saved links and all that shit. And I remember that, it was pretty easy to manipulate, but it didn't correlate with sales, with visitors, hits, and sales, which is what we're going after. So I think that makes a lot of sense. And also, if you guys wanna join the Facebook group, it's free. It's called if you go to facebook.com and if you search for SEO and marketing by Semantic Mastery, you will be able to join the group. You just need to answer a couple questions, and then you will be able to join the group. It's free.
Beautiful.